Okay. Hi. I'm Mita. And welcome to this video, my channel. I don't know if I'm gonna post this, but if you don't know me and you're watching this right now, then I guess I posted it. Okay, so I was thinking maybe for my first ever video, I could show you guys what I put in my little travel makeup bag. Like if I had to, if I was somebody was like, you have to go to Mexico right now, this is what I would put in there. Okay, so let's backtrack. Before I talk about products and get into what the actual video title says, I guess I should introduce myself. So I'm Mita, she, her, hers pronouns. Trying to think of what you should know about me. I don't know. I guess I kind of want to start this channel as a fun hobby thing. I guess it's pretty obvious I'm in a college dorm room. Yeah, it's kind of obvious. So, the plan is med school eventually. Working on that. It'll happen. But, I mean, I don't think I would ever give up medicine to, do anything like this, but I don't know, I've really loved YouTube for a while, so I think it makes sense to start a channel that makes me happy, and that I can just talk to a camera and not have to worry about who's judging me, because I often choose my words so that because I'm so worried about how people will judge me. So yeah, I guess this is an outlet more than anything else. Makeup is an outlet, and I guess this is an extension of that, if that makes sense. I don't think I'll post only makeup content either. I mean, it's my channel. I'll do what I want. So yeah, okay, now let's get into the actual products and stuff. And maybe this will give a better idea of what my makeup style is, if it would appeal to you, then you know. Okay, so first of all, the bag that it was in was this Glossier, it's the little bag they send you when they send you other products. They're like, sorry you spent $60 on our website, here's a bag, so that you don't feel so bad about spending all that money on our website. I do genuinely like it though. I know I'm making fun of it, but it's really nice. It closes really nice, and the bubble wrap is really cute. Yeah, I have two of these now, and I do really love them. I kind of wish they sold them separately, to be honest, because I would buy it. But, so, okay. So first thing is, I'm acting like this camera can focus. It can't. I'm currently filming this on an iPhone because, I live my life the way I want to. So, yeah, you're just gonna have to deal with the iPhone quality. But, okay. So, I have dry skin. So, I really like having, really hydrated, skin and, hydrated everything, honestly. Nowadays, I used to not be like that. I was like, dry skin, who is she? I just ignored it because I was dumb. But now I actually take care of my skin. What a concept. So this is the e.l.f. Prep and Hydrate Balm. And I think this is really nice and lightweight. I usually put it on first because I don't know, it's in a stick, so it's easy to travel with. Like I said, this is traveling kind of makeup. But it makes sense because you can it has an extra protective cap on it. You can you just roll it up, kind of stick it on your face. Pretty self-explanatory. I don't know, it just makes my skin feel nice, man. Okay, and I also use the Glossier Priming Moisture. I kind of go in with primers. I have a problem. I have an addiction. When will My Strange Addiction do an episode about me with primers? But I use the Glossier Priming Moisturizer. I think it's really nice for those lighter makeup days when you really just don't want to you don't want to do that Instagram baddie, like flawless, poreless skin. Like, I don't know. It's kind of unattainable anyway, so who cares? For like a glowy primer, I really like the LA Girl Luminous Glow Skin Illuminator, because I don't know, it's just, it doesn't feel sticky, doesn't feel like too oily or greasy. It's just like the perfect texture. It's just the perfect amount of glow for me. I mean, don't go too in, because otherwise you'll end up looking like the Tin Man, or like those people on Instagram that like drop a bunch of like liquid illuminator on their face and they look like they literally went bathing in a bunch of olive oil. Don't really feel that look. Maybe not that hydrated. That ain't it, chief. For foundation, I really like the ColourPop foundation sticks. No filter sticks. I also, side note, I feel like I have a hard time shade matching myself. I'm Indian, so like I have a skin tone that's like not mainstream or whatever. So sometimes I really find it helpful when people mention what their shade is, because I'm always like, especially if someone's similar in skin tone to me, because I'm like, what's your shade though? Like what's your shade? Like, I don't know, because you won't tell me. It's like, I don't want to have to go hunting around. But yeah, I am in the shade medium dark 117N. Yeah, this is really nice. Again, it's a stick product, so it makes it really easy to travel. It has like medium coverage, and you can build it. So like, I don't know, it's just versatile. Versatility is really wonderful when you only have like a limited amount of space, you know? Oh, and then for concealer, I really have been loving the Flower Beauty Light Illusion full coverage concealer, and this is in the shade light medium. It's actually a really good color for me. It's just like that perfect, like not too yellow, not too neutral, not too like peachy. I color correct sometimes under my eyes because I have a little bit of darkness and stuff, but I don't really like, it's 2018. Who is that concerned about people's dark circles? Unless you're like one of those nasty trolls on social media, but like, they're nasty. Wow, I'm such a great YouTuber, you guys. But this is great because it gives, I would say, like, what is it, medium coverage? And it really makes your under eyes look like healthy and like not like you have makeup on, like just hydrated. Like, you really feel like your skin can breathe when you're wearing that. You don't feel like you have to like fuss about it or worry about it. It's just like, it's a safe bet. Okay, for setting powder, I have this tiny little travel size of the Carver FX Translucent Light the perfect setting powder. I think this is really good because it's finely milled, so like it's not gonna cake up or anything. It's made without talc, I think, so it's not gonna cling to like dryness. Like I said, dry skin. So that's pretty important to me, and it works for a lot of different skin tones, so it hits all the bases for me. Oh, I also have these, so for blush, I really like the Flower Beauty Blush Bomb Color Drops. I put the shade, I mean, I have a lot of different shades of them because I really like them, but right now I have the shade Pinched, and it kind of, like, when you look at it, it looks too light to really work for me, but I kind of like that about it because that means I can kind of, like, if I put a little too much on, like, it's fine, like, I'll blend it out, like, I don't have to worry about it. And especially when you don't have a lot of like tools and stuff on you, then it makes a lot of sense to bring something that you can correct mistakes with, if that makes sense. I also have a liquid highlighter in here. This is the Wet n Wild Hello Halo in the shade Goddess Glow. I would say, like, this isn't the easiest to work with, to be honest. Like, I wouldn't say that like anybody can use this, but it's definitely very it gives you a nice dewy, like, highlighted look. Like, it doesn't look metallic like those really intense like powder highlighters do. That's why I like the liquid for traveling, and it's like a nice cute little size. It has glass packaging, like, again, hits all my bases. I like the ColourPop Brow Boss gel. I used to use the clear one, but they came out with the tinted ones, so I really like this one because it's in the shade dark brown. it's the right color for my brows. It gives me enough. I don't really do much to them anyway. Like, I like my eyebrows. Like, they're a good shape. I like the thickness. I mean, like, I would be fine if they're a little thicker, but, you know. Like, I just don't, like, people who use, like, more than 2 products in their brows, I'm like, who has the time? Who has the time? Yet another example of YouTubers living unrealistic lives, to be honest. Like, when YouTubers are like, oh my god, I did my brows off camera because it takes me like 30 minutes to do it. I'm like, I only have 30 minutes to do my makeup sometimes. Like, that's just not realistic. I don't know. Yeah. So that's my brow journey for you. I also have I'm really repping Flower Beauty, but I've been really liking a lot of stuff they sell, so it kind of makes sense. But I have the Flower Beauty Lash Warrior mascara in the shade brown. Even though I have black hair, I kind of like that it's brown because it just makes it so that I don't have to worry much about it if it smudges. The formula isn't like stellar. It's not the best mascara I've used, but I think it's good for like every day. Like, it's I don't think it's meant to be super dramatic anyway. So, you know, there's that. I put the ColourPop I Think I Love You palette in here. I think it's really beautiful. This is like every shade I kind of need to like do like, I feel like every time I use this I feel like sorry, I got a message on my phone. Y'all, this is weird. I don't know what I'm doing, but that's okay. That's okay. But anyway, every time I use this, I feel like I turn out with a look that I really enjoy and love. Like, even if it's a little messy or like I screwed up a little, like, it's still really, really effortless and like usable. I don't feel like I have to spend 10 minutes blending out each shade. Like, it's worth it sometimes, but like I said, ain't nobody got time for that. Okay, so I really like the Pixi Vitamin Wake Up Mist as well to like set my makeup when everything is on my face. I think that this is really good because it has a lot of different ingredients that feel really good on my skin, and I also like using, I mean, I like setting spray, but like I don't need it. And like I said, limited space, if I have to keep everything like curated and stuff, I mean, this is what I'd want to go for because not only is it going to nourish my skin, it's going to also help like my makeup look more natural, which is hard to achieve, believe it or not. I mean, like, you'd think like, oh, like, why would you spend so much time having makeup not look like makeup? But it kind of makes sense in the end. It genuinely does take more skill. I don't know how to explain it, but it does. Okay. For lip products, I included 2 lipsticks and a gloss. So this is the e.l.f. Sheer Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Nude Rose. Should I swatch it for you guys? Should I like be a real beauty guru and like swatch it? Also, I kind of don't like the phrase beauty guru because like, especially when like non-Indian like beauty YouTubers use it, because it's like I don't want to say cultural appropriation because that's, I don't know. That term is thrown around a little loosely nowadays, but I don't know. I just get uncomfortable when people use it. I'm like, that's the only term you can use. Like, I don't know. It's like that's not really your word to use. Like, I don't know. It has significance for people, so I don't really understand why they can't just use a different word. Like, is it really that? Is it that unique of a phrase? Anyway, yeah, there's my personal tirade about that. Not so much it, because professionalism, obviously. Wow, that looks like shit on my hand. Love that. Okay. That's that. I think it looks really beautiful, though. Like, on my skin tone at least, like, I really like it because, I mean, it's sheer, but it has good staying power, and I found recently that, like, I don't, like, lipsticks and stuff that just don't have decent staying power kind of, like, annoy me. Like, especially when it leaves that weird line around your mouth where it's just the color and like there's just weird dryness in the middle of your lips. That's weird. I don't like that. Anyway, my life is obviously so hard. Next is the Glossier Generation G lipstick in the shade Leo. These are like so sheer, it hurts my soul how expensive they are. It's like you're paying more for less. But I don't know, just I really do like this shade. Like anytime I'm like, oh, fuck, I don't know what to wear, like I'm trying to head out the door, like I'm wearing like a 5-minute makeup look anyway, like this is what makes sense, because it really does like make sense on my skin tone. Like I think it's really pretty. People were complaining about the color because apparently they changed it, but sucks to be you. Okay, and then next, I mean, you'll know what this is. Have you been living under a rock if you don't know what this is? Like, it's okay. I'm not judging you. But, like, also, it's amazing. This is the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fenty Glow. It's, like, the first shade that they released, and everybody fucking lost their shit over it, including me. Actually, this was a present from my friend Aria, so, I treasure it even more because, like, she thought of me, and, like, she got it for me for my birthday, and it was, like, the sweetest thing. Like, she was like, I was gonna get you the foundation, but I didn't know what shade you have, and, like, oh, man, I love Aria. Anyway, there's the lip gloss. It really, I remember Rihanna saying that, like, oh, I meant this to be universal for everyone, and, like, I feel like I can definitely attest to that. It really does just, like, make you look like your lips but better, if that makes sense. So, oh, and then brushes, because I feel like when I see all these travel makeup bag videos, I never see people talk about brushes. And it's like, you bitches just use your fingers, like I can use this with my fingers, but can't really do this with my fingers. Know what I'm saying? And like brushes don't take up that much space. Anyway, okay. So I have 4 face brushes. I have one that I would probably use for like foundation and just like buffing things into the skin and like blending. These 2 brushes are both from BH. They're in like a set. And they're actually really good quality. And I got it on sale, which was really nice. And then for like cheek products like blush or like bronzer, I know I didn't talk about a bronzer, but like I don't always need it or use it, so I didn't think it was necessary. But this is it just says 3. So yeah, just something like this. I feel like it's, it just works. Sometimes you just gotta go with what works. This could also be useful for like blush or like blending things, like especially with the type of look I'm going for. I feel like it's really important to include brushes that are like multifunctional. Like I would also use this to like blend things out or like put powder on, or oh yeah, I also didn't include a face powder. I mean, dry skin, I don't necessarily always need it, so that's why I didn't have one. Oh, and then I'll probably use this to blend out my concealer. The Real Technique setting brush. They have really good brushes, y'all. Like, they're good. They're good. Okay, through my brushes and then we're done. You'll be rid of me. This is the Sephora 205 brush. This is like double-ended. That's why I picked it, because it's like you got your little shader and then you got your little crease brush, and then I have one that's kind of similar to it from the Urban Decay. It came with like the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. So yeah. And then this is the Real Techniques Base Shadow Brush. I think this only comes in a set, which kind of sucks, but the rest of the set is good, so I don't really mind. So I do have more steps when I usually do like a face like this, but if I was traveling, this is generally what I'd use. Oh, and I can't believe I forgot to mention this earlier, but it's probably important for y'all to know. I am cruelty-free. What that means is that like I don't buy makeup or skincare or like I'm like trying with body care and hair care, to not buy things that have been tested on animals. So like not only does that mean I don't buy things that are tested on animals here, I also don't purchase from companies that sell in mainland China, because over there you're required, if you want to sell your product in stores in mainland China, you are required by Chinese law to have a third-party retailer or a third-party lab test your product in animals to ensure that it's safe, which is definitely super unfortunate. But the reality of the situation is that companies will often choose the profitability of selling in China over the really unfortunate consequences of animal testing. So I don't know, I went cruelty free this summer, and it just makes sense to me because I don't know, I feel like at this point I know enough about makeup and I know enough about my values to, I'm not a diehard militant vegan or anything, but not that there's anything wrong with that, but I don't know, I just feel like I don't need makeup. No one needs makeup. So why should we be harming animals to be able to get it? That just seems science has advanced so far, so why do we need to do that anymore? It just seems like an unnecessary thing to need. I mean, I totally get why other people buy from companies that aren't cruelty free, but just for me, I felt like it made sense. I was yeah, I would rather spend my money on companies that I support at least some of their values. So yeah, that's this video. That's me. I wonder if I talk too fast. You know what, if I talk too fast, leave me a hate comment, because all comments are good comments. I hope you liked this video. You can subscribe, you don't have to. But I will see you all in whatever next video I post. Don't really know what that'll be, but there will be a next one, I think.